Okay, so one of the requirement was checking the schema of the page. So schema can be something like that, adding into our markup. So here you can see one of the requirement was to actually check this sort of schema, right? So for example, if you check this particular specific to copyright, right, you can add that as a schema on the particular page, and if you check with the extension, this should come up in Schema Validator. So if we create such extension, we have PRD, then also the prompt ready and the code guidance. So we can build this with Windsurf. So if I go to particular temp directory, then let's say I use schema check as directory name, and inside this what I can do is I add prd.md. also I will be adding execution.md, right? So if I use prd.md and basically copy this entire document, then separate it into multiple files, right? So let me try this particular. Here you can see code implementation part is from where we are going to create our execution MD. So I will just copy everything that is coming here, right, and up to the next steps part, and go to here, paste it. In PRD you will see the next steps. You don't actually need any suggestion or such. Here you have this particular implementation prompt that we will be using here, right? I will explicitly add a few more addition. Now if I choose to modify the PRD, you will notice that this is now clean PRD along with prompt here and execution logic. Now one more thing I need to add is icon_script.py, right? This is the script that I need to generate placeholder icons. Now if I paste this particular Python code, you will notice that it will allow sizes in 16, 32, 48 and 128. Now our prompt needs to read @prd.md and follow the code execution code in @execution.md, right? And you have to point this out at the end. Create the icons for placeholder icons in extension using icon_script.py. Now all the prompt is ready, the reference documents are ready, just click send. Now that should start the project, right? Few things I missed is we have to check PRD for folder structure, so I missed that part. So always ask any AI that you use to maintain the folder structure, otherwise it will create the extension within the root of your PRD documents. So in this case that is also happening, right? I already provided the execution MD within which we have code guidance, so we have to think over that part as well, right? And one more thing is regarding the assets. If apart from icon you are using, you can either create a script to generate at the time of project, or later you can add and then the reference using instructions. So that is another thing, right? So pretty much we are going as per the flow of execution.md, right? Finally, once all these files are generated, it will move on to creating the assets. You can see pop-up HTML, CSS, JS, manifest, and then finally background JS. So background worker is for those type of extension where you are doing some sort of analysis, or for any background service for that matter. So not being strict on that definition. So your processing works with that. You can also read about it within technical requirements on which file will be used for which. And notice there is also readme. Now finally this script which is about to run, there will be errors. It's not like the particular script is free from error. It needs capital size for that particular function, so it will edit, right? You can see text box and all that. Once the icon is created, we will have a directory like this. So it is working exactly as we are expecting it to work. There will be some troubleshooting. It will take a bit of time to get the extension right, because it won't go correct in just one prompt. As you can see, there was already one troubleshooting for this particular Python script. Now one more thing you can do at the end of prompt, you can even mention do a checklist in task style to see whether you are developing as per the execution.md file, and then finally make a report of that, save it in .md file, right? So that also works. Okay, so if you find the script is stuck like this, you can type something and say read @execution.md and check if you have build extension as per the document code guidance. Okay, now I'm loading this particular site. Also extension is loaded. Now what I can do is can also look for some shop, like multiple shops, so bakery shop and also one shop specific to this. Okay, make sure it is local so that we get some data too, right? Also we can add gym in Sheridan, right? Plenty of gyms. So we have like 3 sites to verify our extension with. So extension is loaded. If there is any error, also it will appear here below service worker. So let's start with flower site. So if you check the extension, you have dark mode and regular mode too. 2 schemas were found and both are valid. Also here you can see the data which is valid. I can also export this and also refresh just in case I change the page, still the old data appears, then I have to refresh. So for this particular website, schema checker is showing valid. Now if I move to, let's see, coffee shop, then you will notice it doesn't have any form of schema, and our extension is right to point out that the page particular lacks any form of schema, right? Otherwise it will come here and we can validate that it is showing. Now one more site against which we can validate is this one. They do have one local business schema, and notice that they are very much holding the exact JSON LT data that is required as per the schema set. So type local business, then image for logo, URL, name, address, geolocation, everything is properly set. So if any extension were to fetch these particular details, it will get the data out, right? And it will even appear in Google. So this particular design is a lot better, and we validated our extension with all these three scenarios, in which one had two schemas, one had none, another one has one but totally valid one, right? So we created this schema validator for Chrome.